Did you know one of the first American victories of the Korean War happened in a tiny mountain pass called the Notch, and it probably saved South Korea? It was early August 1950. The Korean War had just exploded, and the North Korean army was steamrolling south with tanks, artillery, and momentum. The United Nations forces, mostly Americans, were falling back fast, trying desperately to form a defensive line around the port city of Pusan. If the North Koreans broke through, the war would be over in weeks. That's when the Battle of the Notch happened. The Notch was a narrow mountain pass near Mason, about 40 miles west of Pusan. On August 2nd, the 19th Infantry Regiment of the U.S. 24th Infantry Division, under Colonel Ned Moore, took up defensive positions there. Their job was simple: hold the pass and we'll lose Korea. At dawn, C Company was ordered to scout forward and walked straight into an ambush. Machine gun fire ripped through the column. Mortar rounds slammed into trucks, the road filled with smoke and chaos. 30 men went down in minutes. The North Koreans, elements of the 6th Division, charged hard, trying to blow through the gap. But the Americans had one big advantage: the high ground. And for once they had some armor, old M4 Sherman tanks that could finally counter the North's momentum. The defenders dug in, setting up mortars, recoilless rifles, and machine guns along the ridges. The fight raged for hours. The North Koreans attacked again and again, screaming down the slopes, but each time the Americans poured fire into them. At one point, B Company was pushed off part of the ridge and confusion turned deadly. Friendly artillery accidentally hit retreating troops. It was a brutal, messy, close-quarters battle. By midday, the hills were littered with burned trucks and shell casings. When the dust settled, the North Koreans had lost hundreds of men. The Americans held the Notch. It might sound like a small win, just one road, one mountain pass, but that one victory mattered. Holding the Notch blocked the North Koreans from outflanking the Pusan perimeter from the west. It gave the United Nations forces time to bring in reinforcements, rebuild their lines, and turn a desperate retreat into a solid defense. Weeks later, those same lines became the launching point for General MacArthur's counterattack, the Incheon Landing, which completely changed the war. So yeah, the Notch wasn't a famous battle, but it was a turning point. A handful of soldiers, a few tanks, and a narrow strip of dirt kept the entire war from collapsing in the first month. Now you know. If you like this content, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Smart History for Dumb Times.